I'm here with Tony Blackburn, my personal favourite. I grew up with you, Tony. You don't know that.
Sorry for that. I'm sorry,
I'm one of your long lost sons on the radio.
Oh, that's right. You're not my son, are you?
I don't think so, unless you know my mother.
Who knows?
I think we'll leave it there. Mum, what's going on here? Why were you always listening to Tony Blackburn? That's quite interesting, that. No, I grew up in Seaford, which was near Brighton. You know Seaford, near Brighton?
I know Seaford very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, very well.
When I came from Switzerland, because I grew up here until I was 8, and then we went to Seaford, and I was culturally totally at home in England because my mum's English, and of course, you know, radio in England is an institution compared to Switzerland still today. So I grew up with you, Tony. Welcome to the International Radio Festival.
Thank you very much. It's very nice to be here as well. Nice to be here in Switzerland. Lovely weather, and we're having a lot of fun.
Have you been to Zurich before?
I haven't been to Zurich. I've been to Switzerland before. I've been somewhere in Switzerland. I'm slightly disappointed. I haven't seen a mountain yet.
Well,
They're not near here, are they?
Well, I was listening to you this morning, actually, and you saying that the mountains spoil it a bit because it spoils the view.
It's a joke that I've always found funny and nobody else has.
Well, so the English will, but the Swiss, you know, don't think about it a bit for a while. You know,
No, that's true. Yeah.
They are out there. It's just that it's a bit cloudy, so you can't see them. But when a southern wind blows, they are so omnipresent. It's almost like you can touch them. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a lovely country, and it's you know, you've made us feel very welcome here as well. And the radio shows seem to be going well. It's nice, you know, sort of seeing all my old friends again. And you know, and a lot of them have made it this time, which is great as well.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll understand.
You were Radio 1's first official DJ, is that right?
Yes, I opened up Radio 1 in 1967, the first voice on Radio 1 with a number called "Flowers in the Rain" by The Move. And yeah, I did the breakfast show there for about 5 years, and was at Radio 1 for about 17 years. And more recently, I've joined Radio 2. It's taken me 30 years to get on Radio 2, but I'm there now doing a show called Pick of the Pops, which is a delight to be there. It's a great station.
All the leaves are brown, and the sky is grey, and the sky is grey.
I had an agent called Harold Davison who also handles Frank Sinatra and things like that. He was the most powerful agent in the world, and he was obviously in contact with the BBC. And he said to me, he said, I think it's time for you to come off the pirate ships because there's a station called, BBC are launching a new station. It's going to be called Radio 1, and they're interested in you doing the breakfast show. And so that's where it happened. And I went to the BBC, and they, you know, I saw the head of Radio 1 there, and he, you know, he's a lovely guy, and he said, I'd love you to do the first show. And I chose Flowers in the Rain by The Move because it's got that crashing effect on the beginning, and I thought it was quite a good opening. And that's where it happened, as simple as that, really. And, you know, I had a really good relationship with the BBC more or less ever since.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, there you are. You have it from Tony Blackburn, one of my personal favourites, I have to say. I grew up with Tony, as you heard from the very beginning. Tony, and you still sound the same as well.
Yeah, I think you get older, but the voice doesn't change that much. I think that's what people tell me at any rate. But we change a little bit, obviously, physically and mentally a little bit. We slow down a little bit, but I haven't slowed down that much, I don't think. You know, not really. No, I sort of. I think the secret of longevity is to keep up to date with technology and love what you're doing, and not actually live in the past. You know, this week is living in the past a little bit, but I wouldn't like to do that the whole time. You know, because I think nowadays everything is very exciting. And it's nice seeing younger people. Most of the people I work with actually are younger people, and I like working with younger people because they've got new, fresh ideas, and I go along with that. And I teach them, and they teach me a little bit, and it's good fun. But I think to keep there, you know, don't just think everything was best in the 60s, because it wasn't.
No, of course not. Of course not. It's just, you know, it was just
it was a very interesting time, the 60s.
More innocent and, you know, totally kind of new frontiers, wasn't it? It's like discovering America before it being colonized.
But we were saying last night, you know, very, very proud to have been a part of it, and we did make a difference, and we altered the whole of radio in Great Britain. And it was a very, very fun place to be, the 60s in that era, and being on the pirate ship. So I look back on it now and I think, I can't actually believe I did that. And sometimes I look back at some of the film they show it occasionally. I think, is that actually me there? And it's a lovely feeling to have been a part of that. And I'm very proud of it. And it's lovely seeing these guys as well, because they're all very enthusiastic. And they're still, although some of them aren't actually broadcasting and all that, they're still enthusiastic about what they're doing, and they love it.
still passionate about radio. Tony Blackburn, wonderful having you here. Enjoy the rest of your time.
Make us feel so welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome that you're welcome. There you are.